We have all seen it. A LinkedIn post goes viral, the comments are flooded with potential leads, and then nothing. Most of those opportunities die in the notification tag because manual follow-up is a cool storm. Now imagine a system that reads that comment, decides whether it's worth following up on, creates a lead in your CRM, notifies you via email, assign a task to your team, and then opens a smart AI-powered chat where that person can ask questions and book a call with you. All of that happening automatically in the background while you focus on actually doing the work. Today, I'm showing you the stage 2 of my LinkedIn automation engine. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video, I want you to quickly go check that out first. In that video, I walked through how to filter LinkedIn post comments to identify which ones are actually potential leads and how to create those leads in Go High Level. This video is a direct extension of that workflow. I am picking up right where we left off and showing you what's new. So with that said, let's get into it. First, let's look at the new tail end of our lead creation process. After a lead is added in GHL, we have added 3 critical steps. Firstly, we immediately append the lead data to a sheet. The AI chatbot in the chat workflow will read from this very sheet using the reference code to pull the right leads information. Once the data is in the sheets, an email goes out to you or whoever is managing leads. It contains summary, the chat link the user needs to receive, and quickly the reference code. And in this last node, finally, we hit the Go High Level API. This node creates a specific task. Contact user for opportunity. The HTTP node includes the authorization header and a JSON body with all the relevant lead details, so the task is properly labeled and assigned. Now, the magic happens and the lead receives that LinkedIn DM with their chat link and reference code. They can click that link, it opens a chat interface. The system asks them for the reference code. They enter it and the AI takes over. This is the chat trigger node. It listens for any incoming message from the user. When the user gives the reference code, chat trigger captures it and provides a unique session ID to keep the conversation in context. Users can make typos. This JavaScript node strips away any accidental spaces from the reference node they provide, so the database search doesn't fail. Now we use that cleaned code to pull the LinkedIn comment data. We need to know what they were interested in before the AI starts talking. This HTTP node tells your CRM, hey, the lead is active. It updates the opportunity stage to chat started. This is the error branch. If the user enters a fake code, the workflow triggers an error branch. Instead of breaking, an AI agent explains the issue politely, and an edit field node cleans up the text, removing any messy brackets or code snippets, so the user can see a clean, professional reply. To enable the error branch, just go to settings section in the HTTP node and then choose continue using error output, just the way I did. Once we have the data, they talk to our main AI agent. But to make the automation truly smart, we use a text classifier. This node acts as a traffic controller, sorting the user's intent into 4 specific buckets. Let's break down one by one. This is the conversation start category. If the user just entered their code, the classifier identifies this as a start. It simply passes the AI agent's greeting through to the user. This is the second category, named as general conversation. Just as the name suggests, if the user asks a general question about the service, the classifier routes them in this branch. The AI provides the answer based on the question, keeping the user engaged. Now comes the third category, booking conversation. This is where it gets technical. When the user says anything related to, I'd like to book a call, the workflow triggers an HTTP request to fetch your live calendar slots. We use a code node to parse those slots into a readable list. The fourth and final category is slot chosen. The user pays their chosen time. The first HTTP node in this success path fetches the available slots from the Go High Level. The next is a code node, in which I check if the slot provided by the user matches the available slot. This is a sanity check. Also, there is a safety net. If the user makes a typo, like February 30, or picks a slot that just got taken, the code node throws an error. Because we have continue on error enabled, an AI agent steps in to say, oops, that slot isn't available anymore. You can choose some other slots. If the slot is valid, we hit a series of HTTP nodes to finish the job. The first HTTP node in this success path actually books the call. It makes a post request with the authorization headers and the JSON body that includes all the necessary details, the contact, the time slot, and all the necessary data. Right after booking, a second HTTP node fires to update the opportunity stage in Go High Level to call booked. Then the next HTTP node creates a task in Go High Level, a reminder for you and your team that a call is booked and needs to be prepared for. A Gmail node then sends a notification email. This email contains the name of the lead, the book time slot, and any relevant details. You will know immediately that a call has been confirmed without needing to check Go High Level manually. The output goes through an edit fields node to remove any formatting brackets, and a clean message is shown to the user. And that's it. A full circle journey from a LinkedIn comment to a confirmed meeting, handled with the precision of AI and the safety of human oversight. This isn't just a chatbot. It's a digital sales assistant that never sleeps and never misses a typo. If you are not subscribed yet, now would be a great time. You're literally leaving free automation knowledge on the table. Fix that right now. There's a lot more coming. And don't forget to like. I'll see you in the next one.